Good morning, hello, welcome. And as you can see, we're in Turkey today. So the plan is to spend 4 days here wandering around the probably most famous city in Turkey, Istanbul. A bit of a clue behind me where we're heading to first. So today what we actually intend to do is just see some of the major sites around Turkey. And then what we're going to do tomorrow is go across the Asian side. And then another day we'll try and take in some of all the food in the local markets, that sort of thing. So anyway, the first step of us today is to go look for some of the major sites, and so we're walking down from our hotel. We've been walking for about 10 minutes, mostly down the hill. It's a Monday, it's October, so let's go find out what we can see. So after trying to find the entrance to the main park area, we've now decided to wander around and double back on ourselves and found the first part that we're actually looking for. So of course the first part we're actually aiming for today is to get to, well, this area here, which is the park. So over this side we actually have the Blue Mosque, but we're not going to do the Blue Mosque first. The first place we're going to go to is the Hagia Sophia. This building in front of us here, this place used to be a cathedral and a museum, and that's back to being a mosque again. So as you can see, there's a bit of a queue, so we'll jump on the back of the queue and see how long it takes us to get in. Okay, so we've finally made our way through the queue. The queue is quite long, well, quite a long wait actually. It was near the start of the queue, but we still had to wait there for a good 20 minutes, possibly half an hour. We're through, you go through a security check, and then you come to the mosque. So this is your entrance. Alright, let's go in and have a look. Okay, so we're now in the mosque, so I've just taken my shoes off, and obviously what you can do is put your shoes in one of these boxes. All I've actually done is just brought a carrier bag with myself, and just put the shoes in the carrier bag and carry them around with you. Saves all the hassle of looking for them in a moment. Alright, let's make our way in. So this is the Hagia Sophia, or as it was originally called, the Church of Holy Wisdom, because this was once a Christian cathedral built approximately 550 years AD. The third church we built on the site. Then it's converted into a mosque, and then back into a church, and then into a museum, and then in 2020 back into a mosque again. So we'll walk round. There's a bit of a queue, a bit like IKEA. You seem to have to follow a path to get around this place. It's a certainly impressive building when you think how old this was. Over 1500 years old. Built in the Byzantine period.
Until 3 years ago, we were able to see. And
when it was a museum, you used to be able to allow to go up to the top level. So up the top here you see different galleries. So 3 years ago you could wander around up the top and have a look, but then you also had to pay to get in. So, but now being a mosque, it's free entry.
Pero aquí enfrente ya no lo miro por un lado.
So once you've come out of the mosque, you're faced by quite a few well, parts of the mosque which obviously they've taken out and decided not to put back in again. Let's have a look. So what you can see is quite a lot of original, I'd suggest, Byzantine pieces of architecture, which were probably once in the mosque, but not here anymore. So that's a look inside. Oh, let's bring this camera down. Okay, so that's a look inside the Hagia Sophia. What we're going to do now, because it's about 10 to 12, so it's approaching prayer time, so I don't want to go into the Blue Mosque yet, because they won't be able to spend any time in there before they ask us to leave for their prayer time. So what we're going to do now is to wander around to the Basilica Cistern, which is the underground cistern. So we bought tickets for that already in advance, so any time of day entrance tickets, which is good, which means hopefully we don't have to queue up, we can just walk straight in. So let's go and have a look at that, and then probably a bit of lunch, and then the Blue Mosque after that. Right, let's have a look. Where are we going? Over this way. Right, anyway, see you in a bit. Okay, so we're now into the Basilica. We just skipped the queue. Buy your tickets online, definitely. The queue is huge if you don't buy your tickets online. It's really awkward. It's right paying, but it saves you a good hour, I'd suggest. So at the moment it's 12:15 during the day, and it's really busy. It's really humid and warm in here as well, just to let you know. Right, okay, so we're leaving the cistern now. That's a good look around. To be honest, I don't know how much me you can actually see in it, because it's really dark on the GoPro, so most of that I've actually filmed with the iPhone, so hopefully it looks good. It's well worth spending half an hour here, easily, to look around. And yeah, but definitely buy your tickets in advance and avoid the big queue. Right, let's go find some lunch. Okay, so we just had lunch, and that was just around the corner actually from where we were, actually from the Basilica. I'll put a link to it actually in the description. So the place we're actually now at is the Blue Mosque. That's directly behind me. So the time is now 1:30. It's just finished prayer time, so there's quite a few more people coming in, so it's time for ourselves to wander in and go and have a look.
Hi, welcome. How are you?
So we've just come through the entrance. We actually haven't gone into the mosque itself yet. This is like the courtyard out the front. It's only recently reopened, only in the last couple of years. It was closed for many years, so that's why the whole place looks remarkably clean. Well, hopefully it's beautiful once we go inside. Okay, so we're not allowed to go in that way. That was the entrance for prayer. So, not being Islamic, we need to find the other entrance for visitors. We thought we found a bit of a shortcut on how to get into the mosque that way, but unfortunately not. We have to join the normal queue for everyone else to get in, and it's a little bit of a longer queue. So this is the proper entrance to the mosque for those who are visiting. And should we say the queue must be about 300 or 400 metres long, so the time now is 13:42. Let's see how long it takes to get in. Okay, so after that queue you walk straight into the Blue Mosque, unlike the Hagia Sophia where we were earlier, where you had to go through security and you had to put your bag through security. In this building, it's a straight in. Take your shoes off. I mean, as I said, once again, I put mine in a bag. Let's have a little wander around this way.
Cihaz kontrol sesleri Z. Sesleri 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cihaz kontrol sesleri.
Once again, quite stunning architecture. Okay, let's go for a little walk. See, that's some pillar. Obviously quite a crowd of people interested in what's going on. As I said, it's not really my bag, so I can't really explain this all to you. Apart from just comment on how good it all looks. So I'll be honest, at the risk of offending anyone and not meaning to, it's not actually as impressive in here, I'd suggest, as the Hagia Sophia. So yeah, it's the queue was a lot shorter. I'll give you that much in the end. We only waited literally about 5 minutes to get in, if that. After I spoke to you to see how long this queue lasts, it started moving. We just kept going. But yeah, once you're inside, it's pretty splendid, but I wouldn't say as impressive. Right, next step. Let's see what else we can find for today. I'm sure there's plenty more to find in this city. Okay, so it's been about 10-15 minutes now since we left the mosque, and now we're heading towards the Grand Bazaar. Just found this place behind me, this gateway, so we can wander through this gateway and hopefully on the other side of the gate we'll actually find the bazaar, what we're looking for, or at least somewhere along this road. So to get away from some of the hustle and bustle, I decided to dive down one of the little side alleyways. Well, I say little. It's not exactly little, is it? It's not exactly quiet. But it's a lot quieter than the main thoroughfare. And everything you see here... Okay, that's wrong. I think what you'll probably find is nearly everything you see here. If it's got a brand on it, it will be fake or copies. So it's quite amazing today. What I didn't film is walking down the road and seeing all the deliveries turn up. It was all from, all the boxes were made up from Beijing, and it was every single brand you could think of was being delivered to all the shoe shops. So even when you see the shops, selling trainers. Yep, they've all come from Beijing and they're all fakes. So the weather's not brilliant. It's a fascinating place to wander around the Grand Bazaar, but it's so big you're kind of just wandering around thinking, have I seen this before? Have I been down here before? I'm not sure. Everywhere looks the same. It's all the same fake t-shirt and the same bit of gold and silver. So the plan now is to go and find the spice market instead. We're not imagining that's going to be full of much on the buy, but it's got to be something you're going to go and see and have a look at. So fight our way through the rain and see if we can get there. Right, let's have a quick look at the old directions. And it's downhill. Downhill is quite tricky actually at the moment because these these cobbles on the streets are mega slippy, especially when it's raining. But we'll give it a go. Well, just to give you some idea, when I say it's a bit hilly, or Istanbul's a bit hilly, this is actually, well, it actually is. And so, if I can bring the camera up level to give you some idea of what, okay, so my camera is now level, so that gives you some idea of how steep it actually is walking down this hill. So, yeah, it's not the best of things to do when it's raining and it's on cobbles, and they are quite slidey. Okay, so now in the spice market, and to be honest, the spice market is a slightly less busy version of the Grand Bazaar. Yeah, there is a few more. Hiya.
Hello, hello.
So there are a few more spice shops and sweet shops, but it seems to be the same number of jewellery shops as what there were. So that hasn't changed. Same fake watch stores. I'm sounding quite negative. I don't mean to be negative. It's actually really quite nice in here, and it's quite nice to walk around. And as I said, we're walking through. Not a single person has come up to us and hassled us and tried to drag us into a shop or make us buy anything. So that's pretty good. Not that I mind if they do. I won't buy anything, but I don't mind people trying. Right, let's see what else we can see. Okay, so that's the spice market. So we've done what we've done today. We've done the Hagia Sophia, we've done the Blue Mosque, we've done the Grand Bazaar, we've done the spice market. We're now wandering the streets. And I'll tell you what I'm actually looking for is somewhere I can go for a tea or a coffee, to be honest. Hopefully somewhere that's full of locals rather than tourists paying £2 for a coffee when I know you can probably get it for about 30p somewhere. That's what I'm looking for. So, alright, anyway, next step, that's what we'll try and find, and also try and find something to do out of the rain, which is starting to annoy me now. Right, let's see what we can find.